You were on payroll.
Yes,
Off the books.
Right.
Right.
I was on payroll, and I vouchered all the money with internal affairs. They're the ones that coordinate things. I even got drugs from this guy.
Were you scared at any given moment where like if they flipped the script on you?
No. So here who internal affairs?
Anyone, yeah. Where
No. Well, at that time, internal affairs was still playing we're the good guys type of thing, right?
Okay.
We're here.
So you had no reason to doubt them.
Right. And then with Jimmy, mind you.
Wait, hold on. But before we go for that, I mean, because I can't hold the suspense. Like, so eventually Jimmy got caught, but where is he now? Is he like in jail?
No, he's out free doing his thing. Full blown.
What do you mean full blown? Like, is he still a police officer?
No, Jimmy is the karaoke owner.
Oh, no, who's a Sung?
Oh, Sung and Yam?
Yeah.
Sung is not a police officer anymore. Yam is not a police officer anymore. But
boy, I need a drink.
I'm gonna save what their punishment was for the end because you're gonna be mind blown.
This is a fucking movie. I am on the edge of my seat right here.
Listen, you're gonna be mind blown.
It's so suspenseful.
Lucky Boys Podcast.
We got Jimmy to pay me off, right? And Jimmy's the character where he's an opportunist, right? So we knew, they asked me, who do you think will be most likely to flip? Mm. And Jimmy, right? So that's why we targeted Jimmy to pay me off and stuff like that.
When you say flip, you mean like rat other people
right.
out and
to become an informant.
Yeah.
Right. So now here's the thing though, right? Mind you, for me to build this trust with these people, I had to pretend to be
just as bad,
if not worse, right? Mm-hmm. So like I had to be condescending to women that in that industry. I had to be because a lot of these gangster cops are like treating them as a piece of meat.
Right. Because if you act like you're nice, it's gonna send a major red flag.
Right. They're gonna be like, Steve is too soft for this. We can't bring him to the inner circle.
That or I don't trust this guy.
Right. So this is how the NYPD circles are. Right. So you have the outer circle, which is normal cops, which is like maybe 80%. About 80%, right? Let's say 80%.
80%. Are they even aware of any of this shit?
Some of them don't know about the other circles, right? So everyone knows there's another circle within that outer circle, which is people who know people, have connections. We call them people who have hooks, right? That's another circle. Then you have the inner circle, which is the dirty, corrupt, bad cops that ruin everything and control everything, right? And that's the inner core. And that inner core controls the whole department.
What?
Yes. So it's like if you need a hook or whatever, because how they gain favor from these higher upper brass whatever is, chief, these community leaders, they're having a dinner, you want to come to the dinner or whatever, and then these community leaders, they control the neighborhood because they pay politicians off and stuff like that, and they control stuff. And then now the upper brass are thinking, I could get promoted faster if I play nice with this community, right? So like the Jewish people that gave diamonds and stuff like that to chiefs and stuff, right? That would be like the Asian gangsters that control the Asian neighborhoods, right? And they're the ones like push people up and stuff like that in the neighborhood, and they rally for politicians, do fundraisers and stuff. So the politicians are gonna like help, who they want, right? So let's say they go, we want Thomas Chan, right? Let's say because he's retiring. I'm just using his name, right, as an example. No way was he involved, right? But I'm just using his name as an example. They'll be like, we want Thomas Chan to be the commanding officer of 109 precinct, right? And then they tell the politicians will be like, okay, cool, we'll pull Thomas Chan in. Now Thomas Chan is thinking, these people have power, right? I need to get nice with them. If I need something done, I could ask them, they could get it done for me, right? And then they get in tied with them. And now with the Chinese culture, it's easier to get corrupted because in our culture, Chinese New Year's, you get red envelopes, right?
So you can wash money a lot easier.
Right, lucky money. So it's like, let's say you work in a steady sector, right? A steady neighborhood, and you know the store owners and stuff, and it's Chinese New Year. Oh, you know, Gong Xi Fa Tai, you know, here you go, Happy Chinese New Year. And he's like, no, I can't take that. No, I can't take that. Oh no, but it's bad luck if you don't take it. You know, you don't want to insult the person, so you take it. And then that becomes a regular thing. And then sometimes, like, when you come into the restaurant, they're like, oh, don't worry, because a lot of Chinese are pro cops, right? You come into the restaurant, it's like, oh, don't worry, you know, no pay, don't worry.
Yeah,
you know,
Chinese are very pro cop.
Right. So it's like, oh, I'm getting free dinner here, getting free dinner there. And then it becomes a relationship, right? Because you're like, oh, these people, they do the right thing all the time, and so forth and so on. So you're nice to them because they take care of you. And then one day it becomes, oh, you know, I got a ticket last time, right? Can you help me with that? And you're like, oh, you know, this guy does the right thing. Yeah, I know the cop. I'll talk to him for you, right? And then next time you don't get tickets or whatever, right? Or he take care of that ticket or something. You know what I mean? So then it becomes...
Then they got you.
Right. Then it becomes, hey...
that's just the way gangsters work.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how the gang... But the thing is, a lot of these gangsters now, they have legit businesses.
Yep.
Right? And they use that as their front. And then it's like, oh, you know, come hang out. You know, when you're off one day, let's go hang out. Let's go drink. Let's go grab a drink. And then now you're hanging out with them, drinking with them. It's like, oh, yeah, you know, this is Chinese culture. Don't worry, you know, get a girl. You know, whatever, don't worry. I'll pay for it. Don't worry about it. Now you're getting free girls, free drinks. Now on the side, he's like telling, you know, the owner or the mommy, hey, look, he's a cop. Take care of him. Make sure the girl goes home with him and takes care of him. And then now this cop is thinking, oh, I got lucky. Oh, yo, you know, and then they come out and it becomes more and more loose, more and more wild. And it's like, oh, you know, I have partnership in here, you know. Oh, you're not making enough money for your family and kids? Don't worry. I'll give you partnership, you know. But since it's our business together now, you know, we have to make sure that our business thrives.
Right? So these underground businesses find ways to lure cops?
Yes, right. So even Internal Affairs, the people, my handlers, right? When they did an inspection at the one of the karaoke's, they said, oh, I could see why Yam and Sung like to hang out there all the time. When we were hanging out there, the girls, right, were telling us, oh, when we're off or whatever, come by and have a drink. And a lot of these girls look good. And they were like, oh, you know, we were tempted. Like, if we didn't know anybody, we would have been, you know, there hanging out with the girls, drinking. You know,
because those girls are professionals on making you feel special.
Right.
They're extremely good at courting men, and like you could be ugly, nasty, lonely, whatever whatever you're insecure about. Yeah. They will throw it down and make you feel like you're the sexiest man alive,
right?
And that they really like you and they love to have fun with you.
And then they'll always come up with some kind of sad story,
draw you in,
and
seduce you into the style.
The reason why I'm doing this because my parents are sick. I'm taking care of my parents. I'm sending money back to my country, so forth and so on.